When you came back to Europe and you were part of this season 9 Misfits team, which obviously now is notorious because at the time the players looked like a really interesting bunch of players, like maybe this is going to be one of the best teams, and then the team didn't even make the playoffs. Right? How do you think of this? Because like, did you come in with similar high hopes? Because like, listen, people can think whatever they want about Max Law and Hans Sama. They were still fairly new in their careers. But if you have players like Soaz, Gorilla, like these are guys where in their regions they're like Hall of Fame players. Like, you know, they've done everything. So did you expect a lot from this team?
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone thought that everyone would be insane. But then we actually had the worst work ethic of any team that I was a part of. And also I think this year was personally my worst year. Also spoken to Max Starlot, he also told me that he also had his worst year. And we were just like, everyone was just struggling individually. And it just really like it, no one was able to like look out for one another. Or like, people were looking out for each other, but like it wasn't enough. People were not good enough and not trying hard enough to like make things work.
Is it unfair or fair to say that the coaching staff also had some serious problems in this team? Like I've heard from some people inside the team essentially that like some of the coaching staff maybe didn't understand how to handle different players or really have much of a clue what they were doing outside of the basics.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, when you have a group like this, right? Basically 5 veterans, and then you put a coach in that's very inexperienced, I think it's kind of bound to fail, which is completely fine, right? Because like in the end, there's a lot to learn from, and not everything is gonna go fucking perfect
Sure.
and stuff like this. But probably wasn't the right match. So probably would have been better if like, for example, Jazz would be like an assistant coach, and then we would have someone that was like more structured and like more like, for example, like older and like more understanding, because like Jazz at the time was still like, in my eyes, like just a pro player, just like me,
Yes.
you know, like very emotionally driven, like cares a lot, gets frustrated, just like all the players basically, right? So I think this group needed something like fucking miracle coach to make it work. And I think it was a very hard group, and I don't blame. I think it was really fucking like, it was really impossible for Jesses at the time to understand how to make this team work. And I think then we swapped Hussein in again, but
Yes.
I think it was already too late. Like